What is going on, guys? Fighting Game Selectors here. We are back again to talk about some Street Fighter 6. Now, Mai just came out recently, and my goodness, she is looking incredible. She looked very, very fantastic with a cool mechanic that is kind of introduced into Street Fighter 6. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. But I have to get one of the specialists from Street Fighter 6, currently right now, one of the strongest American players, JB. What is good?
What's up, my man? Just to correct you there, Mai did not in fact come out. The Mai trailer came out.
Oh yeah,
but
Mai trailer. Yeah. See, I'm already too excited, man.
What are you looking at?
I know, bro. Like, thanks for having me though. Like, it's always a pleasure to talk to you about fighting games, bro. Like, you know, from a fighting game pro to another one.
I want to go ahead and ask you, man. When you first seen her, what was your first thoughts?
Yo, so she looks like a very mix-up heavy character, bro. Like, she looks like she has a lot of high lows, you know what I mean? But I'm a pessimist when it comes to character trailers. I like to see the weakness in characters before I see the strengths. Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, these games are so heavily balanced by their mechanics, not the actual character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's been like that, and it's crazy because when you look at it like that, it really shows how strong a character is, how strong their mechanic is, and how much in the game can actually withstand the mechanic.
Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, her mix-up looks very, very strong. But, you know, who knows, man? Like, she might have, like, some of the worst normals in the game.
Yep, she might have the worst drive rush in the game. She might have worst anti-airs in the game. Like, we don't know yet.
Slow normals, you know? Like, because, you know, it all looks cute when the person gets the hit, but, you know, what happens when you have to earn the hit, you know?
Exactly.
Then look at the character. But, you know, I gotta say, from what I seen though, aesthetically, she looks phenomenal, bro.
Oh hell yeah, yo, Capcom. I don't know what it is that they put into the drinks of those character developers, bro, but those characters look more and more amazing every single time that I see them. Like, they've just been killing it with the characters, the designs, the art, like everything, man. Like, they just really know what they're doing when it comes to these characters. You know, I feel like they had a vision, and they were able to put that vision into paper, and then from paper into animation, bro. Like, I don't know, but they did their thing for sure.
Yeah, I'm really happy how her new outfit looks in the game.
Yeah.
I think it's probably her strongest. It makes her look even more aesthetically pleasing. I gotta say, after watching the trailer and then kind of reading up like her mechanics, what was your thoughts after, like, once the honeymoon, like, seeing her was cool, and then you kind of read a little bit about her move list? Like, what was your thoughts reading the move list?
I mean, honestly, I will say, like, I'll be completely honest with you right now. I only played KOF 15. It's like the only game, and I only played it like in like the first month of the game, first couple of months. So I don't know much about Mai. I don't really know what her move lists even mean, what they even do. But I will say, from a Street Fighter perspective, like, maybe you can help me from a KOF perspective, because I know you were a top player in KOF 15 when that game was out in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so, like, I want you to tell me. So, like, when it comes to her stocks, right? Does she have fire stocks in any other game the way she has them in Street Fighter 6?
No, I don't think that's ever been a thing at all. That is something completely new, I would say. So, she always had like the fan and like the EX fan that she had in KOF 15 in particular. It will go up and it will bounce. It will fly in the air and then bounce again for an additional hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was kind of like additionally for like the EX version of the fan, right? They made it with like fire, and I think the reason why they aesthetically kept it around fire is because, you know, like, her moves were always like fire ninja.
Yeah, they were always fire. Yeah.
So I think they added something like that to kind of keep it like super interesting and like super exciting.
I mean, in Street Fighter 6, I feel like there are a lot of characters that have EX fireballs that just do the same thing. You got Ken, you got Rashid, you got Guile, you got Ryu, you got Akuma. Like, these characters all have EX fireballs. They could just drive rush right after. I feel like Capcom... Oh, you also got Terry. Even Terry has an EX fireball. He could just run after, drive rush after. You know, I feel like Capcom probably said, you know what? We have too much of this. Let's give the character something a little more unique. Similar to, like, Guile's Sonic Blade, kind of.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what? Let's see if we can give her some high-low mix-ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because if you really pay attention, Capcom took a lot of these elements from Street Fighter V, like pre-alpha, like when they first introduced it. So you remember like remember when Ryu and Chun-Li, Ryu was like thunder element, and like Chun-Li was like
That's right.
was like I forgot what element she was.
Water probably.
Water, I think. Yeah, but they're kind of taking that how they like brought in like to the character, because even Ryu kind of has like the thunder type of.
Yeah, he started. Yeah.
I think they're adding it for like new characters that kind of can fit that. I wouldn't be surprised like if they announced Viper, if Viper would be something similar to that.
She'd probably be fire like she was in Street Fighter 4, to be honest. I mean, she also had thunder low key, but I feel like that was from like she has her little gadgets and stuff that give her these elements, right? But in terms of like just an innate element, you know, like something like Ken has with his fire fist, you know, Ryu with the thunder, and you know, like Rashid with wind and stuff like that. Like we've seen that from Capcom a lot, you know, like even in Street Fighter 5 you see Laura, she had the electricity, the thunder, right? Similar to like Blanca, right? Like I feel like Capcom loves elements. I feel like they love incorporating characters with elements and stuff like that into the game. So, you know, like I do think it's cool as hell that they gave something like that to Mai.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, so they kind of gave her like a stock mechanic, and that was something that was very new as a whole. Like I don't recall playing a KOF game where she had like stocks like that. So that is a new mechanic. What I will say is all of her supers, level 1, her level 2, definitely came in like older games and stuff like that. That's like classic, but they added a little flavor with her stocks with the level 1, making her next move like fire and things like that. So I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is something really new, and I think that's really awesome, because you don't want to just bring everything the character has and then like, all right, that's it. You want to kind of give her something really new, and I think giving her that fits the character, you know, and she looks good, dude. Like I think the really fire. Does. I think people are going to use level 1 a lot.
Yeah.
So I think
does the level 1 give her a fire stock? I'm not sure.
It sets an immediate vicinity of fire. So like the vicinity is fire, and it's useful for anti-air combo, ender, and invincible on startup. But remember, those flame stocks gives her 5. So when she does it gives her 5.
Really?
5 flame stocks, which gives all my special moves above a level 1 and level 2 super additional properties such as more hits or damage.
Damn, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, so the fact that I think what I like about what Capcom did, and this is something that I feel like the game could start shifting this way a little bit too, is giving people the incentive to use level 1 super. I think giving people the incentive to do level 1 super is amazing, because I feel like there's a lot of characters that have great level 1 animations, but there's no point in doing it, because you gotta keep your meter to either kill them or not to be killed.
For example.
Exactly, or not to be killed.
Yep. I do feel like this game, it's a game where like it gives you the illusion that there's no comeback mechanic, but the comeback mechanic is level 3 or level 2 with some characters, right? Yeah. So some characters like JP, Blanca, Rashid, their comeback mechanic is level 2, right? Whereas other characters, you got Luke, you got Akuma, you got Ken, their comeback mechanic is level 3. You know what I mean? So like I do feel like level 1s are some like normals that, or special moves that people really only use when they kill. Like if it's not going to kill, there really isn't a point to use level 1 in most cases. And I do think that's kind of like a little design weakness of the game, you know, like super should be used always whenever I like you feel like you need a momentum shift, whenever you feel like you want to like snowball the opponent, you know, but because supers like level 1s don't give Oki, because they don't do as much damage, because also the situation of them aren't really as good.
They're not projectile. Like, they're not projectile info. Like
when stuff like that, right?
When the game first beta was out and they had projectile infos, I thought that was great. You know. And I think they didn't like that because of how they slowed the game down. But I think that instead of trying to force the game to speed up, I think people are totally okay of seeing level 1 animation and level 1 super, and gives players the incentives. And
exactly, yeah,
it also makes you make a choice where I could use this to like come back, or I could just save my meter and
Yep.
kill him next round.
Yep.
And like that becomes like another fighting game in itself too.
Yep.
But to also add to, let's say for example, they don't capitalize on utilizing people's level ones like this, then I actually feel like this is a weakness to Mai, because for her to get all of those good things, she has to spend her level one. And
Yeah.
if that's like a thing, then that means that I hope to God her comeback mechanic starts at level 2, because if not,
Yeah, for sure.
good luck, you know?
Nah, I agree with that. Like, if she's a character that has to use a lot of level ones, I feel like maybe she probably won't have level 3 when she really needs it. You know what I mean? Like, she'll be using a lot to get the stocks, and then that's how she starts her offense. But who knows? I'm sure Capcom will do a good job at balancing it. I mean, Terry is a character that a lot of people thought was going to be weak in the beginning of the game, right? But now that you see a lot of, like, some players, including, like, Riddles, bro, like, they're really figuring the character out, optimizing the character, and the character is looking stronger and stronger every day. Now, given, right, like, you still got the top 5, right? Top 5 is still going to be top 5. Top 3 is still going to be top 3. Those characters are very hard to catch up, no matter, or to catch up to no matter what character you choose, man. If it's not a top 3 character, it's going to be hard to catch up to those characters, you know? So, hopefully we get some balance changes. Hopefully we get some tweaks to these characters, you know, and make everything else just balance out, man. Make the game more fun.
Yeah, honestly, I think balance wise, I think they should focus a little bit more on the mechanic side. I think the mechanic side, it should, like I said, more incentive for characters.
I agree.
Because I feel like there's a lot of characters that are so good, but then like they're hindered by like the system of the game, you know?
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I agree.
like I think Manon got good changes, but again, like
Bro, Jamie?
Jamie got good changes, but I just feel like the system mechanic just, it really makes it really hard. You know what I'm saying?
What are those system mechanics that you think that like are really kind of like making the game very one-dimensional, you know, like just not really diverse, and not letting these characters that do have cool tool sets, cool move sets, they just really can't shine like they should.
Like I think the biggest thing mechanically wise is that it is not an incentive to intercept people attacking you. I think that is, and what I mean by that is like when they're dashing at you, like drive rushing you. I think those little things right there, it's not a lot of incentives, because the counter hit damage is not enough. They need punish counter damage.
Yep.
Punish counter damage and taking a bar will make a person think twice of
Exactly.
trying to dash into you. And I think a lot of characters that are like mid tier and like low tier, they have really good buttons. Like they have really good buttons. Like they can whip punish you.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, but the thing is that they're not getting like crazy reward playing that way.
Basically, there's too much risk in trying to check something like that and very little reward.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say you got Ken versus Manon, for example, right? Manon has some great buttons, man, for checking drive rush. She got crouch medium punch. She got stand medium punch. She got stand light kick. She got a lot of buttons that literally check drive rush, you know? Like, they're made for that, you know? But the problem is that, all right, let's say you check it, right? What's the most you get? You get maybe like quarter of a screen of corner carry, and then you get maybe like one stock, right? But you get a stock, you get no Oki from that, right? So you basically reset back to neutral. Now, let's say Ken hits you. Let's say you mess up, which you will, because no one can really answer things 100% of the time, right? So let's say you do get hit, man. You're in the corner against Ken. One drive rush jab he hits you with means he gets to do crouch medium kick. He gets to do Jinrai into the heavy follow-up if you're standing. If not, he gets another drive rush into target combo. Literally, you're in the corner with the target combo run into Tatsu, right? So, like, Ken is one of the most dangerous characters in the corner, man. Ken, Rashid, Akuma, like, Ed, those characters, man, being in a corner against those characters is, like, pretty much a death sentence, right?
Yeah.
So, like, bro, it's just really not worth it to even try to check those things. Like, yeah, you check it if you're feeling it, if it's gonna win you the game. But like, then what about the rest of the game? You know, like the Kens or these characters could just keep taking these risks. You know, like it really won't affect them as much. It really won't lose them the game unless you're answering it consistently. But like I said, man, that's very hard to do. You got to really be locked in. You got to really have a good read on your opponent to do those, you know, like too many stars have to align for you to just do that. So I agree with you, man. I feel like characters need a lot more incentive to check things like that.
Regardless, they need to do something.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. They need to do something.
They just need to do something, yeah.
And I think just giving an incentive to that, I think things like this where I'm reading for Mai would be amazing. Because I'd be like, oh, that's really, really cool. You know what I mean? And things like that. So it's really hard. But do you see anything outside of the things that we talk about that makes her look strong?
There are some things that, like I said, right, I like to look at characters' weaknesses and what I feel like will be weak. But I will say it looks like she has a way to alter her jumping. So it's kind of like a dive, right? I don't know if it's a dive. I don't want to exactly call it a dive kick, but it looks like she can get it from a forward jump, right? So she also gets it as a follow-up from her DP, I think. You know, any character that can alter their jumping like that, it's just automatically going to be very hard to deal with. It's very gimmicky. You know what I mean? Like, it stops characters from anti-airing properly, especially if they have like a normal anti-air, like a JP, like Marissa. You know, so you never know. Like, I think that might be really hard. I think she's gonna be a very aggressive character, especially with her fan into her fire fan, right? Into like mix-ups, high-low mix-ups. And I will say, because of parry, right? Because of parry, like I said, right? Like, one weakness is parry, right? Like, you can just keep parrying, block the high-low mix-ups. You don't really have to deal with those things, right? But when it comes to burnout, though, like, if you're in burnout, I feel like playing in burnout against Mai is going to be the worst experience ever.
Yeah, right? Dude, because she has all those jump arcs and the moves.
Her fireball doesn't even have that much recovery. It looks like she's gonna throw it out. You try to jump, she's gonna air throw you, just like in the trailer or the gameplay trailer. Like, all of that, I feel like it's just gonna be very overwhelming with those high-low mix-ups too into big damage. Like, you've seen some of the combos in that gameplay trailer, like just off of a low or off of a overhead. Like, it's just, she's gonna do a lot of damage, of damage.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as that. I felt the same way. I feel like jumping on her, she has like 5 anti-air options.
And they all do big damage, man. Like, and she got the follow-up from the EX, I believe, right? From the heavy or the EX, I think.
I think so, I'm not sure, but we know she got a follow-up.
Yep.
Yeah. Overall, are you looking forward to her?
Oh, I'm definitely, man. I'm always looking forward to new content in the game, man. Except Battle Hub avatar costumes.
Yeah, man. You know, shout outs to the avatar killers out there. Dude, have you sat there and like one day just go to the Battle Hub and just watch how they communicate? They are some of the ruthless individuals I ever met in my life, dude.
Oh, really?
Dude, these guys actually don't like each other.
Oh, I didn't know that. You see, I don't go to the Battle Hub often, I'll be honest.
Dude, they be talking.
I did not know that.
They be talking trash. And like, they be confident. They be like, yo, pull up. Yo, you not good, and then I be watching the fight,
and they be scrapping in the Battle Hub.
Yeah,
with
bro.
the avatars.
So the avatar be throwing out fireballs, and then he'll randomly just do the JP counter. I'm like, wow.
Oh,
like, these guys, yeah.
He'll do yoga teleport with SPD and stuff. Like,
yep, mash and command grab, monitor controls. Like, they do.
That's crazy.
And the worst part too is like, if you complaining in there, be like, yo, everybody be like, yo, stop complaining, bro. Stop being a bitch. And I'm like, damn.
Oh, really?
Dude, like,
that's crazy, bro.
Like, and then, those guys, those
and they be swagged out with the outfits too, right? Like, they actually buy the outfits and stuff. Like, it's crazy. Like, I didn't think that there was a whole nother world out there with people like playing these characters and buying these outfits, you know, like, but people really do that, man. Like, they love World Tour and they love Battle Hub, but you know, like, I feel like you gotta satisfy the casual. I at this point, I feel like we're casuals now. You know, like, you gotta satisfy the casuals, bro. Like, we need character costumes. People who want to play classic old Ryu, right? Guile, Cammy, like, give us some character costumes, man. Like, we've been waiting for so long. So hopefully,
yeah, man. Fuck the freaking Battle Hub gods, bro. I think they more tougher than some of the players we compete. Yeah, they tough, dude. They some tough individuals, dude. They don't discriminate, dude. Like, if you come up in there and you trash, you trash. It's crazy, bro. Like,
there's that old FGC that everybody wanted, right? Like,
they all in the Battle Hub.
Yeah, they all in the Battle Hub.
You want old FGC? Go to the Battle Hub. I promise you. You think they all cool because they all avatar looking cute or looking weird and, you know, trolly characters. The moment you hit them buttons with them, and they know you trash, they
Mm-hmm.
teabagging you. They like, yo, you trash.
Hitting
You
you
not on my
with
level.
like 100 hit combos, infinite, semi-infinites, and shit like that.
Yep, and they don't want to done you. They run the set.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, they will run the set. They run the first to 10 with you.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, where can they find you, JB?
All right, man. As always, you guys can find me on Twitter at tryhardjb, on Twitch at tryhard_JB. I post, some memes there. Post my stream link up there too. Whenever I stream, I mostly stream Street Fighter. I'm also doing the Sage Jam Slam right now. So if you guys want to tune into that, I'll be coaching some players, some VTubers, some content creators, on how to get better at Street Fighter. And we're all just we're all just having fun and competing in Street Fighter, man.
Hey man, with that being said, make sure you guys show some love, and I appreciate you guys supporting this channel as well. Happy New Year's to everybody. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Please leave a like. Please leave a like if you guys can. It will help me keep doing this work as I keep grinding and doing a lot of stuff for you guys. So I would appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section what else you guys want me to talk about, and what else topics that you guys have in mind, fighting game related, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.